Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my Watford versus Chelsea preview for the game which will be taking place tomorrow, with kickoff being at 7:30 p.m. UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly I'm going to give you the team news concerning both sides, but starting off with the Watford team news, as Watford will be taking on Chelsea at Vicarage Road. Then I'll give you my lineup based on the team news in which I'm about to give you, and as always I'll be breaking it down into the formation and then the personnel, and then lastly I'll be giving you my score prediction along with Paul Merson's score prediction and some of Google's probabilities. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So starting off with the Watford team news, like I said in the introduction, Watford have an unchanged squad, and in terms of the two other stories concerning the Watford first team, the first one concerns Will Hughes, Andre Gray, Sebastian Prodel, and Adalberto Penaranda. Jesus. And that is that all of them will not be available for selection for tomorrow's game. The second story is to do with Javi Gracia, and that is that he has to decide whether he is whether he should rotate his squad, or go with the exact same team that beat West Ham United 2-0 at the Olympic Stadium. Yes, I will call it that. But that's it for the Watford team news. Getting into the Chelsea team news. There are three stories concerning the first team, and the first one concerns Maurizio Sarri and Olivier Giroud, as well as Eden Hazard, and that is that Sarri could recall Olivier Giroud to the lineup, which would free up Eden Hazard and allow him to drop back into the left wing position. So that would be good for him because he doesn't necessarily he can play as a striker, but it's not his best position. So yeah, it would be good to see him go back to the left wing. Go back to the left wing. But that's the first story concerning the Chelsea team. The second story is to do with Alvaro Morata, and that is that he is likely to feature at some stage after recovering from a knee injury in which he sustained against MOLVD in the last game of the group stage. In the last game of the Europa League group stage. Yeah. And the third and final story is to do with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Andreas Christensen, and Ross Barkley, and that is that Ross Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek could both start, whilst Andreas Christensen will remain out after starting at 18 with a hamstring problem. So yeah, that's it for the team news. Yeah, getting into the lineup now and starting off with the formation. It is going to be a 4-3-3 with that deep line playmaker involved. So just getting straight into the personnel. I've gone with Kepa in goal. I think he's played really well this season so far. I think in which we've conceded are his fault, but some of them aren't. I guess it's that time for us to start consolidating and start really reflecting on our players' performances. But yeah, I think that Kepa deserves to start against Watford, because I don't think he's anything like Courtois was against back when we lost 4-1 in February. But yes, I've gone with Kepa in goal. I've gone with a back four from right to left of Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, David Luiz, and Marcos Alonso. In the midfield three, I've gone with Jorginho in that deep line playmaker role, with Ross Barkley and N'Golo Kante just ahead of him. The reason why I've not gone with Mateo Kovacic is because he's played a lot of games recently, and if Ross Barkley doesn't do particularly well against Watford, then he can come off the bench and take his place, because Mateo Kovacic is a game changer. You've seen what he can do already, so there's nothing that says that he can't do it when he comes off the bench, because he is a quality player. And like I said in a previous video, I cannot remember which one, I do not understand why Real Madrid let him go out on loan. But yes, the midfield three I've gone with is Jorginho in that deep line playmaker role, with N'Golo Kante and Ross Barkley just ahead of him. And in the front three, I don't think that Ruben Loftus-Cheek will start, which is unfortunate for his development and for him as a player. In terms of the front three, I've gone with Pedro Rodriguez in the right wing position, Olivier Giroud up top, and Eden Hazard in the left wing position. I didn't go with Alvaro Morata in the starting position as I often do, because he obviously recovered from a knee injury, and yeah, so that it makes sense for him to not start. But yeah, recap the lineup I've gone with Kepa in goal. I've gone with a back four from right to left of Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, David Luiz, and Marcos Alonso. I've gone with a midfield three of Jorginho in that deep line playmaker role, with Ross Barkley and N'Golo Kante just ahead of him. And in the front three, from right to left again, I've gone with Pedro Rodriguez Olivier Giroud, and Eden Hazard. Now, getting into the predictions and starting off with Paul Merson's score prediction, he has gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win, as he believes that as he believes that we don't know what you're going to get from Watford. They can be present throughout the whole of one game, but they can also get battered by teams in the following game, which is actually true. I think that Watford are like a light switch. They are either on or off. They're not exactly the most consistent team. However, they are a good team. Sorry, just shook my tripod there. But yeah, they are a very good team, and they are a team we have to watch out for because they are not far off us. I think they're not far off us. But yeah, he's gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win for reasons to do with Watford. I mean, for yeah, I'm tired, forgive. But yes, getting into Google's probabilities, they've gone with a 21% chance of a Watford victory, which I think is very harsh on Watford. Like I said already, they are a very good team with some good players. Like they have Troy Deeney, sorry, Richarlison. No, not Richarlison. What am I talking about? Troy Deeney, De La Feu, who I was meant to say, not Richarlison. They have Roberto Pereira, who's caused us problems before, and they have Decore. They have some good players. So yeah, I wasn't meant to say Richarlison, by the way, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, they've gone with a 21% chance of a Watford win, a 26% chance of a draw, which I think is ridiculous. I think that it should be the other way around, or even more. But I think it should be more in favour of Watford. But yeah, a 26% chance of a draw, which means that Google have gone with a 53% chance of a Chelsea victory, which clearly means that Google believe that we're the favourites for this game. But getting into my score prediction now, and to conclude my preview by doing so, I've gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win, as I believe that Watford, I don't see them getting rolled over by Chelsea at their ground, and I believe that they'll make it extremely tough for Chelsea to get anything from the game, as they would have gotten confidence from their 4-1 victory over us back in February of this year. I mean, if the players turn up, and given that Sarri makes the correct changes and at the correct times, then Chelsea can beat Watford. But it is going to be really tough. Like I've said twice already, Watford are a really good team. They have some talented players. They have Troy Deeney, they have Gerard Deulofeu, they have Abdoulaye Doucouré, they have Roberto Pereira, and they have some really quality defenders as well who can push up and score some good goals. But yeah, I've gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win. It is going to be tough. I will be watching it. It is on Sky Sports main event. So I'll see you all very soon for my 7 favourite goals against Watford, and then my 4 things in which we need to do in order to beat them, and then obviously my team sheet reaction and my reaction video. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Come on, you Blues, and peace, and Merry Christmas.